footballing career, if you will, and I started doing kickboxing at JP Kruger's gym with one of my best friends at the time. And we went to the kickboxing classes, and I couldn't do both because I was still playing football, so it was just too much training. And JP was always so lacquer to the jet oaks. So, and they always looked so happy when they're excited when they're coming to class. So I remember we started the kickboxing at the end of the year, and then at the beginning of the next year, we started jiu-jitsu together. Which is also the best thing you can actually do, is starting it with like one of your closest and best friends. And then the bug definitely bit quite hard. From an overall perspective, someone like JP Kruger is a huge inspiration, just how he conducts himself and how he runs such a wholesome and lacquer gym. He stepped up when he was my coach. And then also just like Johan and Chris, to be honest, from a grappling perspective here, we're always pushing each other and just always stepping up, always trying to do things. Even like this sort of match, for example, Chris and Johan definitely pushed me to do this sort of stuff. So I would say the three of them are probably the biggest influences. Cameron's the legend also of MMA, like mixed martial arts, not just jiu-jitsu and grappling. There's a lot of respect for him, and also why this was quite a cool thing to try. 15 to 18 kilograms or whatever the difference is probably the biggest thing that's the biggest difference. So it's pretty much me versus me, to be honest. And what I mean by that is everyone fights mental demons and whatever to before a sort of match or fight. No one's a bigger critic than myself. So as long as I don't get too much in my head, that's always what I'm fighting. It's just not to get too self-deprecating and that sort of stuff. And that's always actually the biggest challenge. And one of the big reasons to compete though is to fight those demons and push yourself and improve. And so I just try and remind myself that it's something you do every day. It's something that you love doing, and this is also why you do it. I mean, this is, for example, it's such an incredible opportunity. It would be really sad if I had to tarnish it or ruin it with some terrible self-talk or really bringing darkness around it, and getting anxious and being like, oh, what are you doing? Like, Cam's so much bigger than you, he's got so much more experience than you, or like, who do you think you are taking this sort of match? Or what if you lose? What are people going to think? If you start thinking about all that nonsense, then it can ruin such an incredible opportunity to do something epic. So in terms of mental and emotional state, it's just avoiding that mentality and being in that frame of mind.
What is your favorite submission?
Having arm bars at the moment, to be honest. So I'm going to go arm bar at the moment. It would definitely be escaping that fully locked in rear naked choke of Jamie at Submission Kings. I think as far as moments go, it was quite that night in particular was a massive one, and I think that moment in isolation was probably the catalyst for even being able to start this gym. I think that really made quite a big statement. That whole match, not just that moment in particular, but that whole match was definitely something that was a huge statement, and I think actually opened the door to be able to open this gym. I mean, even Eddie was shouting in the corner to Jamie, "There's nothing there," and Charlie gets there now. Look, Eddie's here. So jokes aside, I think that's definitely the highlight.
If you were locked in a room with Cameron, who's walking out first?
Probably Cameron, because I can't punch and kick. They'll probably just knee me in the head or something. I don't know. It depends how big you can pull guard in a room. I don't know. Depends how big the room is. If it's like a really small room, I'm stuffed. Maybe if it's a really big room, I could just run and run and run and run, and hopefully you got tired or something. I don't know. that would be my. Firstly, thank you so much to obviously to Martin, you guys, for setting this up. This is an incredible idea for an organizational event. I'm super excited to play my part and make it as entertaining as possible. And also just thanks to Cam for being open and taking the match. Obviously really appreciate it. It's going to be like an honor to share the mat with like again such a legend of not just jiu-jitsu and grappling but MMA in South Africa. So yeah, just really grateful to be able to share the mats with another legend of the sport and to represent our gym and myself. And yeah, just thank you so much to everyone who's like made this happen. And yeah, please support us, buy some tickets, come watch. And I'm sure it's going to be a cracker.
Perfect.